We arrived at Ipswich ready and prepared for the 5th homegrown story with gusto and vigour. This waned briefly when our superb 3D colour map got stuck in the machine. We'd paid £1. We feared that perhaps the map was too 3D for what looked like an incredibly 2D slot. Oh look, you know what? I can see the map there, Mim. Oh, is that it? Yeah. This was swiftly rectified with a stick and a prod, and all of the 3D magic burst forth.
Amazing.
Ipswich.
Incredible.
A superbly 3D town. And awaiting us, the Dance Eats Cafe at Jerwood House, where we would hold our meeting. Our spirits lifted when the crowd swarmed upon us. We were overjoyed at how many people had shown up for the meeting. But it turns out they weren't actually there for our meeting at all. David Miliband was holding his own meeting in the same building. Was he going to make a short film? No. Due to strict government security policies, the audio from our meeting with Mr. Miliband has been censored. But we can tell you exclusively that here he's telling us what an excellent enterprise Homegrown Stories really is. We agreed. We did take full advantage of the one person who had turned up to our meeting. We stuck a camera in his face and quizzed him on his skills. So, based on your meeting so far, how are you feeling about being involved in Homegrown Stories?
I think it's a brilliant idea, you know, going around all the different towns and having little community projects. I think, yeah.
What do you do in Ipswich?
I'm a graphic designer for a travel company, so I get to be creative quite a bit. I quite like photography and stuff.
So, your specialist skill that you're going to bring to this Homegrown Stories project is?
I wouldn't say specialist, but I do quite a lot of filming and photography, so yeah, I'll do sort of cinematography things.
And he took to his camera roll with panache and flair, delivering results of superior quality to anything that we had ever produced before. Speaking of superior quality, we were very lucky to have Sally Chicken stiffening our fin.
No one likes a floppy fin, no. You know, he's got to have a nasty loan shark, he's got to have a stiff fin, hasn't he?
Quote of the day, I think. Right, so I don't know if you realise, Sally, but you have actually been the inspiration for the short film we're doing this month. Yeah. Tell us about what you do here.
Okay, well, we run a savings and loans cooperative, so it's a mutual organisation, mainly run by volunteers, but we do have paid staff as well. And those people are involved in trying to get people away from loan sharks, offer them safe savings accounts, fair loans, and all sorts of ways of managing money. So we've got a pay-as-you-go debit card so that people can load it weekly, makes it easier to budget. But the main motive behind starting the credit union was this whole issue around loan sharks. People had no alternative but to go to an illegal loan shark.
Therein lies the crux of our story with the loan shark, for which you have played an important part in stiffening the fin and providing the costume, obviously. How do you feel about being involved in the Homegrown Stories project? What do you think of what we're trying to do?
Yeah, I think it's brilliant. I think something short, snappy and attention-getting, that's what we need. More publicity, more action on that front.
Absolutely, snappy being the operative word. Then we had an amazing experience at the Ipswich Transport Museum, which Bob opened up especially for us.
I'm Bob Miller. I'm one of the directors of the Ipswich Transport Museum. We've been here since the late 80s. The criteria of the museum is that it has to have either worked around Ipswich or actually been developed and built in Ipswich. I was quite excited to be asked to open up the museum today and was glad to be able to do so.
The Transport Museum is a must visit, with incredible artefacts restored and displayed by passionate staff. This Homegrown Story really came together thanks to the people involved. Sally and her shark, Bob and his buses, and Cormac with his camera. And not forgetting the powerhouse of acting talent that was Riyadh, our friendly security guard, James, the voice of the shark, and Miriam overheating inside the costume. Ipswich, you excelled yourself.